Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode where nothing is easy. Warriors and Winches, how y'all doing? And God bless. We're gonna watch this video on Grifters are ruining gaming. I don't know how a customer can ruin video games. I've never heard that ever. Usually it's apathy you should worry about when they don't ever worry about your games anymore. Take, for instance, Ubisoft. Nobody cares anymore about what they bring out. People just push away. Assassin's Creed Shadows is a perfect example of being the lowest selling Assassin's Creed game ever. And did you see me make a video about their Attack on Titan shit? No. It's because I don't care. Anyway, let's go hear this guy out. I'm more of a guy that's more worried about the gaming industry and the corporations and the rules that they engage in, and the publishers and the developers, of course, even some of the voice actors. What the customer does is up to them. So this guy a little bit different. But Grifter, by the
Brand new
way,
video game just to be disappointed and let down again when it turns out the main character is a woman? No? You haven't? Well, congratulations, dog. You're normal. Grifters are completely ruining gaming. And that
hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on. Video is being weird. Video is being weird. Hold on. What if he took it down? What if he took that video down? Ain't no way he took that video down. That would be wild if he took that video down.
Grifters are ruining gaming.
have you ever been so
Well, of course, there's that
have you
one.
ever been so
There we go. Let's go ahead and do this. At least he's not a bitch to take it down. Let's go.
excited for an upcoming brand new video game just to be disappointed and let down again when it turns out the main character is a woman?
Nobody cares. Nobody cares if it's woman. We gamers, we like consensual, what's the word I'm looking for? Objectively attractive women coming up onto the screen. And since this is escapism, what do we want? Well, we want to have some escapism. We want to waste our time playing this game to see a attractive woman beat the shit out of fully grown-ass men in tight latex. Does it make any sense? No, but it's cool to look at. That's why they're called video games. Let's go ahead.
No? You haven't? Well, congratulations, dog. You're normal.
You want to know what's funny about most of the main characters that are women? Most of them are attractive. Now, they changed Aloy a little bit for the second game, but in the first game, she was actually very attractive. Notice how every single one of these main character females are actually sort of attractive. Most of them are coming from the East because, well, they're not crazy weirdos. But anyone's coming out with the West, most of them are attractive. Do they try to change that? Yes.
Grifters are completely ruining gaming. And that might sound dramatic or like I'm giving them too much credit,
It's dramatic, and you're giving them too much credit because you're making this video.
but they legit actually have enough dumbasses listening to the words they're saying to the point where it actually has a detriment.
They're not listening to us. They just agree with something that they've already agreed on, and then they reach out to people that have seen the same viewpoint as them. This is not some sort of, oh, let me search for people that I disagree with. Nobody really does that too much. However, that might help out to see like two different perspectives, but most people try to see like, am I going crazy, or are they changing gaming in a weird way? So what did they do? They look around, they find a video, and they try to gauge from the video some information to see, no, you're not crazy. This, and this is happening for this and this and this reason. And then people in the comment section say, I thought it was just me.
Effect on gaming. But let's take a step back real quick, because some of you might not even know what the hell I'm talking about.
No, I honestly don't know what you're talking about. I don't really use the word grifter because these are terms by children. I don't just say sellouts. I like that term. Grifter is, Alexa, what is a grifter?
The noun grifter can have a couple meanings. 1. A person who operates a sideshow at a circus, fair, etc., especially a gambling attraction. 2. A swindler, dishonest gambler, or the like.
That's it. That's it. It's overused. It's definitely overused. So I'm going to have to say it's a swindler that's doing something for the wrong reasons for money. Okay, let's hear this out.
Understand how we got to where we are in gaming, we first need to understand what a grifter is. The definition of grifter that I like the most is petty swindler.
What do you mean by like the most? What do you mean by like the most? Well, what do you mean? Is there a term that only you use? Okay, all right.
And I can't lie, I can't think of a better description, because that's what these little
How you know, in order for you to be a swindler, you have to gain something. Anybody that's most grifters are probably people that side with corporations, because what? They have the money. They have the cash. They have the prizes. We see individuals on Twitter talking about this is the greatest game ever, and then they never play it, and then they do 4 little screenshots of the game saying the game looks beautiful, and then out of nowhere, they get invited to all these different things, and then they get a free PS5, and then they get free codes to the games. And then they come out and say, this game that I'm playing, even though I've only played it for 10 hours, is the greatest game of all time. It's game of the year. And then it doesn't sell, and then they call us grifters. That's what a grifter is. A person that is a sellout, basically. A person that's using their influence to just gain money, and anybody that thinks differently than him is a grifter. That's what they're doing. Politicians grift? No, not fucking YouTubers, little bro. Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to. Politics are in everything, and everybody brings in politics in some sort of manner, whether it be small, medium, or large. Now, when it comes to people on Twitter or they have YouTube channels, and what they do is, I'll just sign off on any video game that's coming from AAA and then just say how great it is. This is a perfect example. Bethesda comes out, and now they talk to certain individuals that mostly agree with them. They don't say anything like, I hate Bethesda for doing this. They changed everything. Fuck Bethesda. You think Bethesda's going to talk to an individual that's saying fuck Bethesda? No. They want people that slightly disagree with them, but mostly agree with them, and they're all nice, and they have a certain decorum. Gamers don't have that. Certain YouTubers don't have that. If they have certain, meanings, if they have certain ways of showing and displaying how they care about certain games that have failed, they're not really going to gain much. It's pennies compared to people that are shilling for corporations, and then they tell us, the people that play these games for hours, that we're the grifters. I don't gain shit. What money? I gotta work after this. What money? Where's this magical? You have to bring up money. It has to be some, not money, but gaining. You have to gain. It's all about gaining. In order, you have to gain, and then you have to hate anybody that disagrees with what you're trying to gain from. Oh, I think Spider-Man 2 is the greatest game ever, but most people don't like it over their politics and stuff like that. And then the person comes out and says, it's like, you guys are just grifters. Negativity is not grifting. Negativity is just an opinion. Jerusalem has come. Hey dog, Merry Christmas. Sorry to hear about work stuff. I know how that goes. Here is some money for the grift, since apparently we don't actually think anything we say. Hey man, thank you for the critical damage there. I much appreciate it. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Merry Christmas. Let's continue.
Trolls do, bro. They just fucking they create issues out of literally thin air. Houdini. And then
It's not out of thin air. It's pattern recognition. We'll keep on going since I've talked a little too much.
they convince you that you should be mad about said made up issue.
Equilibrium says, don't you want free merch and early access from which you can make videos earlier than everyone else? Exactly. That's what I mean. Here's a perfect example. Mortismal Gaming does make some good videos, but lately, just the way he talks is just, it's like watching paint dry. And I haven't seen videos from him ever since that he said, Game of the Year should go to Veilguard. He said Veilguard is Game of the Year. And of course he got a review early. And so I looked at that and I was just like, okay. Was he a grifter? No. He's just a sellout. That's what he is. A sellout is a person that says, hey, I'll just say anything nice, or I believe that this game is great and I'm going to say Game of the Year and here's the review. That's a sellout. Did he say to anybody that, hey, you're just wrong? No, he actually didn't. That makes him a sellout. However, if you come out and sell out and then you tell other people that don't like the said game that they reviewed, you're the grifter. That's what it is. Nobody's buying the game, but you're saying this game is Game of the Year? And you're telling us that we're idiots and fools for thinking that the females should be more pretty?
Now, we see this in a lot of places. Politics is one of the biggest ones, but
politics is everywhere. I'm sick and tired of this notion that politics is in one way or another. Politics is in families. It's in gaming. It's in politicians. Obviously, it's in economics. It's in everything. It's just a matter of perspective and the amount.
Gaming is among the absolute worst. And it's hilarious because besides YouTube, there's really only one platform that these people really like to congregate on. You go on Instagram, TikTok, some shit like that, there's going to be normal conversations being held about gaming.
On TikTok and Instagram? On TikTok and Instagram. Normal conversations on TikTok and Amazon. Sure. Okay. One time I saw on TikTok a lady. I'm just gonna keep on going.
Just some normal people for the love of the game. Maybe a couple of debates, some shit like that. Everything changes when you open twitter.com.
You mean Twitter, the place that lets anybody say mostly anything online, and TikTok and Instagram literally police what you say on a regular? You mean that Twitter? Twitter is open to all to say whatever you want. Now, is there red tape somewhere? Yes, absolutely. On Twitter, that makes sense. Instagram and TikTok, you might as well just have one perspective. You might as well just have one perspective right there. If I'm correct, isn't there a bunch of Instagram model whores from OnlyFans on Instagram? Okay.
I'm not calling that shit X, gang. We should have never.
I mean, Twitter has porn, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to understand, man. It's like, you know what? I like Instagram and TikTok because people keep their mouth shut because they might get canceled or their channel will get banned. I don't like Twitter because you can't ban these people. That's what he's saying.
Allowed people to get paid from engagement on their tweets on Twitter. That shit has been.
Everybody gets engagement on their tweets. This is not a one-way street. And it's rare. It's very rare. Not everybody gets it. You think you're going to get like a boost? Everybody is going to get a boost depending on your tweet? The fuck out of here. It's literally a gamble. I could literally put like fucking Saddam Hussein on top of a giant potato holding two like fucking blondies from side to side, rockets in the background, and I still won't get an engagement. Or maybe I get lucky and I get 2 likes. It's all random. You don't know. Unless you're a little bit bigger, like something like Asmongold or Elon Musk, who owns Twitter, or something like that. It's all random.
The most detrimental thing to society since crack hit in the 80s. And then to add fuel to the fire, we got this whole rage bait culture.
Please don't compare fucking tweets to crack and cocaine, please. I get it. I get it. I see what you're saying. But those are 2 different things, okay? I get that social media is, crazy, but please.
Culture going on now, because you can say some shit that you know is completely false and then turn around and hide behind, bro, you fell for the rage bait. Let me give you guys a couple examples of what we're talking about here. Take the Wolverine game coming out for PlayStation 5. You guys remember the Wolverine reveal just a couple of weeks ago, right? Showed Wolverine, Mystique, the combat, some of the story, the graphics look good. I mean, shit.
Say she's attractive. Say she's attractive. Say it. Say it. Say she's attractive. Say you would date this woman. Say it. I hope he says it.
Nope.
By the way, do you know Sweet Baby? Do you know about that? Are you going to talk about that? I bet he's not going to talk about that.
It ain't good enough for these losers. For a group of people that can't even stand it when a woman is a lead character in the game, you would think that a Wolverine video...
She's not a lead character of the game. The game is literally Wolverine. It's literally called Wolverine. Marvel's Wolverine. Why are you bringing up Mystique? She's a side character to probably Wolverine. Will you get to play as her for 1 second? Probably. But I don't know why you're bringing that up.
Game would be their cup of tea. You think that would be exactly what they need? Nah, bro. They're mad about the woman that is in the game. These people are mad.
No. We're mad that Mystique is not Mystique. You do realize she can change to literally everything. And even when Mystique is just Mystique herself, she is objectively very attractive. They made Mystique look like fucking Deborah Wilson. They made Mystique look like close to that goblin lady from fucking Wicked. The one black lady that's bald. That's what they did. I'm over here looking at Mystique and I'm like, how the fuck did you make Nightcrawler? Ain't nobody want that. I'm an artist. I see a man when I see a man. Or I see an ugly person when I see an ugly person. So if you can't pull it off, if you can't do that with Insomniac, then why the fuck would I play your game? I'm the fucking... listen, if you're a tourist, just say it. If you're a tourist, just say it. Just say it. Because Marvel, even though it's been a crazy couple of years with the MCU, Marvel is known for the most attractive characters in all of comics, next to DC. It's all about that. The Marvel's been around for a while. It's all about the attractive like superheroes and supervillains. It's just the way it is. And if you can't see that, if you don't know that, you're a tourist.
That the X-Man Mystique, the blue shape-shifting mutant, is not sexy enough for them. Okay, I hear y'all. And what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Bro, they're...
Is she hot? Would you date that person? She looks black to me. With them fucking chapped up lips of hers. I'm just saying.
Out here talking about DEI Mystique. What the hell does that even mean?
You know what that means. Please stop pretending that you don't know what that means. If you're coming in here, you're being disingenuous now because you don't even know what Sweet Baby Inc. is. You don't even know what DEI is. You don't know what Insomniac Games has brought into their team, with Sweet Baby Inc. being their consultant. If you don't know these things, then why are you making this video? Are you just pulling out tweets and you're just confused? If that's it, I'm stopping this video.
It's at the point now they just throw around whatever buzzword they want to.
Okay, so you don't know anything. Okay, so you're ill-informed. Now I know why your video's getting ratioed.
Bro, this shit makes no sense. Because, dog, the attractiveness of a character does not impact the gameplay at all.
You sure about that? You sure about that? Samus Aran, well known. People want more Samus Aran. Duh. 2B. Need I say more? We got all these cosplayers cosplaying as either Overwatch characters, or more likely, they're cosplaying as Marvel rival characters. We got these ladies cosplaying as Sisters of Battle. We got these people cosplaying as Bayonetta. We got these people cosplaying as the attractive ladies in World of Warcraft. We got some of these characters being cosplayed from women, by the way, being cosplayed for even like DC characters like Wonder Woman. Did anybody cosplay as Veilguard characters? How about Concord? The game that you never bought.
Why do we give a damn about the side characters' looks right now? On top of that, this shit is the most ironic thing ever. Have y'all seen Mystique in any other media besides Jennifer Lawrence Mystique? Jennifer
Lawrence Mystique looks like shit. I'm sorry, I don't like the way Mystique looks. Jennifer Lawrence is attractive, but the whole idea of making them blue and put stupid fucking turd rocks all over her face and body is fucking ugly. And then they give her claws and shit. It's so easy to just give them blue skin, beautiful makeup, yellow eyes, red lipstick, and the white clothing that she wears. But they put stupid fucking rocks on Jennifer Lopez's beautiful fucking body, making her look like the Thing, shitted her out one Saturday morning at a Taco Bell.
Besides her, hold on now.
Oh, so, and by the way, now we care about attractive women. Now we care.
Have y'all seen Mystique in any other like cartoon or any other appearance?
By the way, I know you're a tourist when all you bring up is fucking... No, wait, he's about to mention one. Let's go ahead and see what we got.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She's mega chopped.
Bro, you chose the ugliest version out of all of the Mystiques that have ever been introduced. You chose the one Mystique that people were just like, I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that design. This is the one Mystique out of all the... She's mega... Jesus, that was fucking fast. That was fucking fast. That was fucking fast. Alright, we'll bring up this one. And we'll bring up his Jennifer Lawrence one. We'll bring up this one. I hope they're big enough. We'll bring up, I like this one. I like that one, but I want to look at a different one. Here's another one. Damn, this was so fucking easy. I hope these pictures are big enough. Here we go. Thank God. Here's one. Here's one. Look. That one? You mean this one? You mean this one? Sorry, they were small. You mean that one? You mean that one? Let's check out your Jennifer Lawrence one that you like so much. Let's check this out. Let's find your Jennifer Lawrence one that you like. That's the one you like? That's yours? That's yours? That's yours? Do I got another one? Do I got any more? There's too much of the movie. Let me do, let's change it up. Let's change it up. Let's focus on more of the comics. On all these cool characters. You chose the one horrible artist. This one? That one's not a good picture. How about this one? God damn. God damn. I'm about to get activated. God damn. Which one? All these are good. All these are fucking good. That's like a Deadpool and Mystique one. We got this one. What else you want? What else you want? The 90s and earlier 2000 had the best design. We'll look at the 90s. Jesus. Jesus. You mean this one? You mean this one? The conventionally attractive Mystique right here? This one? But you like this one. This one's your favorite? That's his favorite? Listen, there might be some good comics out there, but then there are flops. And this one that you showed us right here, what's the flop? I got so many more, but you chose the shitty one. You chose the shitty one. Anybody like the X-Men animated series? You mean that one? That one? But no, we like this one. The one that nobody likes.
Like, dead ass, bro. Ironically, this is one of the best looking appearances of Mystique. She
Just say you're gay. Say, man. It's alright. I wish you could move out of that and return to God, but just say you're gay.
looks good. Listen, I'm cracking. But okay, cool.
Cracking that asshole out of his ass. 'Cause he gay. He gay.
They don't like Mystique. Whatever. DEI Mystique. They love manly men in their video games, right? So
No. You said you like that other Mystique. You gay.
Wolverine at the very least being the main character and the main focus about this game, that should be enough for them to not be complaining too much.
The unhinged emotional meltdown from all the Insomniac Wolverine fanboys is priceless. We're going to have a fun year. This is Wolverine for the modern Pedro Pascal audience, non-binary. If this individual doesn't want to buy the game, they're not going to buy the game. Why are you angry at somebody who doesn't want shit on their fucking pancakes? When I see somebody have a cockroach on their food next to the table next to me, what are you going to say? You're going to be like, well, I know the cockroach touched your potato salad, but did it touch your ribs? You see what I'm saying? Listen, the cockroach only touched your fucking... it only touched your bacon. It didn't touch the pancakes. Insomniac Games has a history of putting DEI woke-infested nonsense on the game. I'm not going to say what it is on this channel because you didn't do the fucking background check. You didn't look. You didn't check this out. Either you're ignorant of it or you don't want to admit it. It's one of the two. You ignorant of it or you don't really care. Which one is it? You're still gay though.
Yeah, bro.
By the way, when you played Spider-Man 2, did you enjoy the part where you played an ugly black deaf bitch and started spraying rainbows on the side of the screen, even though you have literally 2 Spider-Mans you can play? Did you like that part where they demasculated Spider-Man and just had Mary Jane just fucking demasculate him while she turned and changed into like Scream and like made him look absolutely fucking horrible? And now Peter Parker doesn't even have a job and he doesn't even want to be Spider-Man anymore. But you want to know who has a job now? Mary Jane. Being a journalist inside of a fucking garage. It's cool though. We got Miles Morales. Peter is just broke right now. He doesn't have any dreams anymore. He doesn't want to be Spider-Man. He doesn't have any dreams. He's probably going to eat pizza in the next Spider-Man game and then die. And then Miles Morales is going to take over. That's what it's going to be.
This Wolverine is a soy boy to them. This Wolverine...
The trouble just has a way of finding me.
Isn't Wolverine enough for the...
I think the Wolverine should be bigger in mass, not in size. I think they did the height correctly. But I think he should increase his muscles from top to bottom. Just muscles and in any sense. And we're not even referring to Wolverine. We're referring to Insomniac. That's what that individual was talking about. He was referring to Insomniac.
These people. Dog, it gets to... What are we talking about? I'm watching this man turn people into Anakin Skywalker, bro. Leaping at people with max ferocity. This man is about homicide right now. And it's not enough for y'all? This is ass. This is ass to y'all? Like...
Because Insomniac has a history of political pandering and... You know what? I'm repeating myself. Let's continue.
It gets to a point where I really wonder, what is it that y'all want from these games?
I have a firm belief that they're going to make Wolverine look badass the whole time. And then at the end, he's going to be soft, even though Wolverine does have his soft moments. They're going to make him too soft. That's what they did with fucking Spider-Man in the previous one. I'm just saying pattern recognition, but let's keep on going.
They are just committed to the grift, bro. It's insane. Remember how I said
You said grifters, you said political swindlers. By the way, people make their own decisions when buying or refusing to do I have Chat's wallet? No, and I never want to have Chat's wallet. You said they're swindlers. How can you be you have to gain something. You have to gain something. You have to gain something. We barely gain shit. Do we get a little bit money here and there? Yes. But it's all a gamble. We barely gain a goddamn thing. You know who gains more? The person that just says yes to everything.
Will make up things to be mad at and then try to convince you to be mad at the thing they made up. Just listen to a clip of one of my favorite grifters, the wonderful Vara Dark. Let me just play you a quick clip of something she said recently.
One thing that I thought was really weird about this trailer that I had said while I was live streaming the State of Play is the fact that 90% of the enemies that Wolverine is beating up are minorities. So I just have a very sneaking suspicion that it's going to be about his white privilege and him coming to terms with that and him trying to become a better man. I just have a feeling that that is not a coincidence.
Oh, Vara, my sweet, sweet angel. Are you smoking?
It's a little bit creepy, but all right. It is a little bit reaching, but here's the thing. When I was looking at the enemies in that trailer you just showed me, even though I've seen the trailer already, I noticed one thing clearly. Why is there a woman as one of the mercenaries? Most mercenaries are men. And if you're going to put a woman mercenary in the game, you might as well make them attractive. But they're not. Like I said, Marvel is known for their objectively complete overhaul of attractive characters. Usually, you see a lot of moments where there's attractive ninjas, assassins, mercenaries with fucking nylon fucking leggings, like fucking coming at fucking Wolverine and like taking on even there's even bad guys being taken on by attractive women. No, not in this trailer. It's just a bunch of fucking interns who think that they're mercenaries. They don't look like fucking mercenaries. They don't. I saw one guy that you just showed me with the fucking Gen Z haircut. I'm over here like, yo, is this guy a fucking... Does this guy fucking work at the coffee shop? Or is he a fucking, like, mercenary? You know, most mercenaries don't really care too much about their hair, so they cut their hair. Most mercenaries have beards. You know that, right? Are you aware of that? Do you know that most mercenaries cover up their face? Do you know this? And by the way, here's another thing. Did you know that in the Wolverine trailer and the Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2, all the enemies look the fucking same. They all look the same. They all look like interns. They all have the same haircut, the same Gen Z haircut. They all say the same thing. And oh shit, there's that one big guy. What does the one big guy do? He smashes. He's the big muscular guy. He smashes. Yeah, it's the same enemies. You're going to get your occasional flying enemy here and there. All the enemies from Spider-Man 1, 2, and Wolverine all look the same and feel the same. So when I see Wolverine, I'm just like, what did you guys change? Oh, you changed the main character. Wow. Wow.
This is how you know these people don't play or care about the games they're talking about at all.
Stop pretending like you know what Marvel is and stop pretending you know what the developers are doing. Because you've literally said it multiple times that you said you don't know what they're talking about. So why would you act like you know what any of us are saying?
They just want to monetize off of your outrage. Why does it look like Wolverine's fighting a...
You literally just showed me Vera Dark's video where she literally has only like, what, 1,000, maybe 2,000 views? That's not a lot. It's not a lot, especially with YouTube, with how their algorithm does anything. If you need to correlate between YouTube's algorithm and how they changed everything and Twitter. Because you're over here saying that grifters, they have to gain something, correct? We're not gaining that much. That's why we make videos on a daily. That's why we make more than one video on a daily. We don't gain much. You know who gains much? The person that's quiet. The person that just... Perfect person, Rad Brad. He's not a grifter. Does he sell out a little bit? It's all right. Secure the bag, man. Rad Brad just does the video, and what does he say about every single game that he plays? This might be the best game ever. Oh, this game might be the best game ever. This game might be the best game ever. He also did that with The Last of Us Part 2. He said this might be the best game ever. And then when he finished up The Last of Us Part 2 and then played something else, I heard this man just say, well, I don't really... He basically pretty much took back what he said about Last of Us Part 2. And I was just like, okay. So that's what I'm saying. The person that gains more is the one that talks less and is just positive all the time.
A lot of
That's why everybody hates PewDiePie. Well, not everybody, it's just weirdos. That's why everybody hates, that's why some minority amount of people hate PewDiePie, because he hasn't really done or said much. And now that he is pretty much set in stone and he's good, then he says certain things that people just don't like. Perfect example, AI. He said that there might be some good things that AI does. Now all of a sudden he's the enemy. You see what I'm saying?
minorities in the Wolverine game trailer? I don't know, man. Could it be that the game's not in fucking America? Dog, the game is set in Madripoor, a fictional...
I don't think she's talking about the, I don't think she's talking about the setting, dude. She's talking about the fucking women on there and the fact that every single enemy has a fucking... The minority is that there's not that many women that are mercenaries, and also another minority is the fact that almost each and every one of these enemies is a fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? A fucking starts with a P. Has a prosthetic. Like all of them have a prosthetic. I just noticed that. I was like, really? Prosthetics? Really?
Country, not the United States. So if anything, Wolverine is the minority where he's at in that story. And guys, these people do this with every game now. I just showed you them saying Mystique in the new Wolverine game ain't sexy enough for them. So that begs the question, what do they want these characters to look like? And of course, it was no other game than Ghost of Yotei to provide us an answer to this question.
I remember this. Yeah, people want attractive characters. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. 56 million views. Doesn't that kind of correlate with what you were just saying? You said that you think all we want is just attractive characters, and what does he get? 56 million views. Well, there you go. That answers the question right there. It's set in stone. You just beat your own you just beat the shit out of your own argument. It's like, you see what I'm saying? So, question. You think it would be more beneficial if Mystique was more attractive in Wolverine so that they can get more views? It's just a thought, you know? And also, when it came to Ghost of Yotei, I wanted Jin Sakai. I didn't want this ugly bitch.
Holy fuck, we cannot be serious. If Ghost of Yotei made Atsu look like this, the game would have sold 1 million copies by now. Holy shit, I can smell the person who tweeted this from here. I mean this with all sincerity, bro. You cannot be dead ass. Bro, this game is set in the 1600s. I'm a gamer. I don't need my character to look like this shit. Nobody in the 1600s is looking like this, bro.
You do know that a lot of Asians, there are attractive people back in the day, right? You what, did you think that attractive people didn't come out the fucking womb until 1990s? What's your thought process? You thought that attractive people didn't show up until like after World War II? Well, what's your play here? No, I'm serious. You thought, what, you think that people are just, you think emperors and kings and all these different, like, well-known, like, people back then, lords, you think they're just out there, they're all just trying to have sex with fat, blob, ugly women? You think is there a chubby chaser here and there? Yeah. But there are actually conventionally attractive women in all time periods. I mean, we could wait until we reach like the caveman period when we're cavemen and there's women with fucking fleas in their hair and they don't have any teeth. We can go at that time period. But in this time period, you think they don't take care of their bodies in fucking Japan at this time period? You don't think that there's there's a reason that they like women with small feet and a pretty face back then, even now in Japan? What you thought back then that they just loved normal looking women back then? God, you're so fucking retarded. Now, obviously, the giant titties is probably not going to happen. If it did, it would be pretty fucking awesome. But if we're trying to go with realistically, there's attractive women back in that era. So for you to say that they don't exist back then, or realism is what you're trying to say, it means you're fucking retarded.
Shit, nobody today is naturally looking like this. And
there's literally a lady who motion captured for Stellar Blade, and she literally looks like that. She literally has tits, ass, and everything. She motion captured for the character. It's not my... Are you like a hidden creep who's pretending that they're normal? Because they always do this sort of thing where they're just like, there's nobody like this in the real... And I'm just like, I'm gonna wait.
I'm a gamer, bro. I'd much rather have my character look like this. Forget the yitty.
If that's your type of style, that's fine. But let's stick to the conversation about women. No, actually, you make a good point. Why do you want your character to look like this? Why do you want your character to look like this? If I'm correct, that is Atsu. Why is it that, for some odd reason, if this is your Atsu from the game, why is it that you covered up her face with a fucking basket and some cloth? I mean, I know it. You like the color black. But, you just said, let's put some more armor on this bitch. You literally put... Holy shit, you literally put a bag over Atsu's head because you probably thought that shit was a no-go. I'm literally deconstructing what you're doing here. I'd rather have my character look like this. Oh, not her face? I agree. I don't want to see her face. I agree with you.
Like, bro, corn is free. You feel me? If you're really trying to see all that, hit the Google one time or hear me out. Even
you're a tourist who has barely played any of the older games, because back in the day, we've had conventionally attractive women in almost every aspects of gaming. We got Miranda from Mass Effect. We got Cortana from Halo. We got ourselves some Tomb Raider. We got Tifa. We got Bayonetta. We got 2B. We got oh man, we even the men. You want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? Nobody's talking about the men looking ugly, because at least they kept that a stack. At least they're keeping that important. Like, for some odd reason, everybody is okay with Venom having cheeks. But as soon as we tell developers that we want cheeks on the women too, all of a sudden we're now the gooners. Interesting.
better, go talk to a woman in real life. I know.
Go talk to a woman in real life after he just said something creepy about Vera being an angel. You want to know who calls a woman angel? Only creeps call women angel. You don't like Vera. You see what Vera says, and you call her, oh, sweet, sweet angel. And you're over here talking about like, oh, go talk to a woman. He's like, oh, you guys are gooners. Tell me you're single without telling me you're single. Maybe we should all just touch grass together. All of us. Yes, you. Yeah, you're coming too. You want us to touch grass? You gotta come too. You're out here calling people angel and shit. Only creeps call women angel.
Oh, that's a crazy ass concept for some of y'all, but hear me out. That shit is way more rewarding. This is what gives gamers a bad rap, bro. I'll look at
How does this give gamers a bad rap when it has 56 million views? You didn't even hide it, by the way, which was funny. I respect that. You didn't even hide the numbers.
tweets like this. I just feel disappointment, bro. Like this tweet.
How do you feel disappointment for people that you really don't care about? No, I'm serious. How do you feel disappointment over people that you don't care about? When I don't care about something, I don't talk about it. That's just so fucking weird.
Really just describes everything in a nutshell, bro.
You're okay with women seeing attractive females or actually attractive men, but as soon as men reach out and say that they're attracted to fucking females, now we're the fucking weirdos. I do not like people like this because they talk out of both sides of their mouth. They say one thing but mean another. They're trying to do this whole, oh, well, you know what this is? This is a perfect example of somebody who is not part of the majority of people, and it hurts his feelings. Most of the majority of people would like an Asian woman with a side of double D's. Do they care about the realism of the game? Fuck no. No, they don't give a fuck about them. No, we don't give a fuck about that.
Cause like, dog, what the fuck are you talking about?
Another moment where he says he doesn't know what they're talking about. That's probably the third time he said that in this video.
And the real irony of this tweet, it came out October 8th. The caption reads, if Ghost of Yotei made Atsu look like this, the game would have sold 1 million copies by now.
What would it? Would it?
Game came out October 2nd and sold 1 million copies the first day, which...
But wouldn't it be cool to sell even more? I'm just saying. Oh shit, millions of copies. You know what would have gave us more money? More money. A side of double D's. Put double D's on there. Oh shit, sir, we just reached a groundbreaking new amount of players because we added double D's to the character. Oh shit, that's all it took? Yes, sir. By the way, Yotei didn't sell. It was a flop. Did it make money? Depending on how much money that they put into the game, yes. But you have to take in mind of inflation. You have to take in mind of fucking marketing. You also have to take in mind of time, because time is actually really, it is fucking money. Now, right now, the developers of the Ghost franchise, Sucker Punch, now they're probably looking at it like, what are we going to do next for the Ghost franchise? Are we going to stick with Atsu, or are we going to stick with Jin Sakai? Or are we going to do a brand new character? Because now they know that there's no turning back. The game's already out. They're going to release some DLCs for you guys, and that's it. That's it. They got the multiplayer thing that they're going to add, and that's about it. So they have to figure out which way that they're going to go. And by the way, Ghost of Yotei only sold because, well, it was the only console game that came out at that time. There was not really much else to play. So a lot of people, and this is fucking true, a lot of people just bought it because they were bored. That's it. That's it. I mean, congrats on getting some money, but it's not much.
Means by the time this dumbass tweeted this tweet, the game had already sold well over 1 million copies. Dumbass! This is why I tell y'all, bro, they don't care about these games at all. They just want to piss you off and then run up money off you.
Well, it worked on you.
talking shit underneath their tweet about the game. It makes no sense. Bro, y'all cannot be falling for this, bro. And y'all cannot genuinely convince these people to make you care about dumb shit like this. It doesn't matter. Like, bro, now they're
If it doesn't matter, then why did you make this video?
coming after The Witcher 4. The Witcher series being one of the most beloved game franchises ever. What are they mad at this time? Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all take a quick guess. I'm gonna give you a few seconds. You ready? DEI makes everything worse.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. So, bit of news. So, the gamer, which is known for trying to be a virtue signaling, political pandering, sort of DEI mess slop of a game journalist company, who I can't wait for them to get more layoffs. They first said The Witcher 4's new trailer made subtle changes to Ciri's face. And then later on, when they introduced the fucking trailer from the Unreal, they said CD Projekt Red once again denies dramatically altering Ciri's face in the new Witcher 4's new trailer. Now, of course, I did that backwards. I apologize. I should have read that first. But yes, the first one is on the right. The second one is on the left. CD Projekt Red once again denies dramatically altering Ciri's face in the new Witcher 4's new trailer. And now they're saying the Witcher 4's new trailer made subtle changes to Ciri's face. Why would you do that? Maybe it's because we noticed that it wasn't really good. We knew that it was really good. We knew. So, when we see this,
And it's
and by the way, there are individuals out there that still think that the one on the right still needs fucking adjustment, and I agree. It does still need some adjustment. They're going to adjust it again. This is not news. They keep on coming out. CD Projekt Red keeps on coming out and saying we didn't change anything, and then they change it, and then it's like we didn't do it, and then we change it. CD Projekt Red still doesn't know how to use the Unreal Engine, and it shows. And also, we know exactly how CDPR works, okay? The only thing that they care about is the pride flag, and then that's it. Making video games is second. Did they have some hot ladies in the past? Psh, Pan Am, are you fucking kidding me? Judy? Fuck yeah. This whole look of fucking Ciri needs some work. By the way, you want to tell me why Ciri's left eye looks bigger than the right eye? Anybody else noticing that? Maybe it's just her eyelids are opening up a little bit, but it does need some work. Does it look better than the trailer that they had? Yes, it does, but it still needs work.
2 pictures of the main character. At first, I just thought they were mad that this game has a female lead, but no, they're just mad that she's not hot enough for them. Again, crazy take. I know y'all.
Wait, hold up. Wait, so we're not mad. So I thought we were mad about characters being the... Wait, so let me get this straight. You said we were mad that there was a female lead, and now you're going back on that and saying we're mad that the female lead is not hot. Which one is it? Please pick a lane. Which one is it? Are we mad that it's the lead or what? Which one is it?
I don't talk to women in real life. She's ugly to y'all? And again, I have to stress this. Even if she is ugly to y'all, who gives a damn? This is not Concord, right? Concord was another story. Concord was a hero shooter, right? A hero shooter. Every character has a unique design, unique abilities. They have to incentivize you to play said characters. No one's going to...
What do you mean? What do you mean incentivize you to play the character? Every game incentivizes you to play a fucking character. Every game does. You play a game, you see the main character or any sort of character, and then you play that said character. The only difference between the two is, one, The Witcher 4, you don't have a choice. You play as fucking Ciri. With fucking Concord, you have a choice to pick between ugly A or ugly B or C. What do you mean incentivize?
to spend money playing a hero shooter where none of the heroes look good at all, but
Oh, so now the looks matter. Now the looks matter. Let's hear what he says again. Let's hear it again.
characters. No one's going to spend money playing a hero shooter where none of the heroes look good at all, but characters. No one's going to spend money playing a hero shooter where none of the heroes look good at all, but characters. No one's going to spend money playing a hero shooter where none of the heroes look good at all, but said characters. No one's going to spend money playing a hero shooter where none of the heroes look good at all, but characters. No one's going to spend money playing a hero shooter where none of the heroes look good at all, but
You don't understand, it's different. Perfect. Exactly.
a story mode game, something that follows a narrative with a
It doesn't matter whether or not it's a narrative or not. It doesn't matter whether or not it's linear or open world or just a hero shooter where you're just on a map. It does not matter. If you don't make a character that has the rule of cool or conventionally attractive, then you don't have a game.
lead character that's been with the franchise for what, over 20 years now? Like, what the?
If I remember correctly, a game that sold tens of millions of copies, sold more than all these games that we just were talking about. That game is Black Myth Wukong. We played a fucking monkey.
What are we even talking? And when I tell you guys, I
Also, he said it a fourth time. What are we talking about?
could go on all day finding stupid ass examples
Hey, Empress.
of shit like this dumbass said 13 million copies sold versus 1.3 million sold. Like I said, Ghost of Yotei is a flop. Dickhead. Ghost of Tsushima came out 5 years ago, gang. 5. If you think Ghost of Tsushima sold 13 million copies in its first day, let alone its first week, let alone its first month, let alone its first year, you're smoking dick.
Here's something that you guys gotta understand. Some games will sell 3 million and then just completely stop. Some games will slowly, gradually gain more and more sold copies and then just slow to a halt. And then there are some games that come out this year and then completely stop the next year because a certain game comes out that's bigger than any other game, GTA 6, and you'll never hear of nobody's talking about Ghost of Yotei. Nobody's going to hear about Ghost of Yotei at the end of this year. When GTA 6 comes out, nobody is even going to know what Atsu's name is. Nobody's going to realize who the fuck Sucker Punch is after GTA 6 comes out. So fuck all this bullshit about 4 or 5 years of Tsushima coming out. Ghost of Tsushima came out on PC a little bit later on and sold that many copies, but as soon as GTA 6 comes out, you're not going to hear people say, you know what? Fuck all those fat ass Latinos and double SMGs while we're stealing all those cars to get money. I want to play an ugly Asian bitch. By the way, why did he mention realism with Ghost of Yote when you literally have Atsu out here wielding 10 different weapons on a fly? In Ghost of Tsushima, you had to do the best with stances. You had one sword, you had a little bit of kunais here and there, and you had little grenades. But ultimately, you had a katana and stances. You had to do the best with what you had. In Ghost of Yote, you had to pull out a spear out of your ass because you dealt with a different enemy. Oh, now you have a different enemy. You need to bring out the sickle and chain. Oh, now you have a different enemy. You need to bring out the dual blades. How is that realism? How is that realism? Oh, you have a different enemy now. Pull out the fucking musket. How is that realism? Yo, you wanted realism, right? How is that realism? Oh, you can only deal with an enemy with two double-sided blades. It's like, oh shit, let me pull a spear out of my ass because I can only deal with this enemy with a spear. How is that realism?
I believe the first year sales numbers of Ghost of Tsushima was around 6.5 million copies sold. How can you compare the sales numbers to a game that's Tsushima was around 6.5 million copies sold? How can you compare the sales numbers to a game that's been out for 5 years to a game that hasn't even been out for a full month? But this is my point. These people aren't this fucking dumb. They might be, but I just can't believe that they might be. But what they do know is that there's somebody dumb enough out there to agree with them and believe the shit they're.
You're just mad because most of the majority of people agree with them and you're just out of the loop. That's why. You're just out of the loop. That's why. More people disagree with you than agree with you, and that pisses you off.
They're saying not only that, but they also know there's people that know the truth. People that know they're bullshitting that are going to go underneath their post and call them out. And guess what? Both groups of people give them money because all they need is the interaction. All they need is the engagement.
You mean this video that you're making right now?
And they're getting that coin, man. I'm not actually pissed. I just hate them. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Well, you should have started off with that. You should have started off with that. You just hate them. Just say that. Just say that. You should have. I just hate them. Anyway, here's the video, and everybody like, oh yeah, it's because he hates them.
Got this dude Grums over here talking about games being DEI, woke, he's not supporting Ghost of Yote and games like that. For fuck's sake, man. Like, bro, this dude is a 60-something-year-old man. Hang up the jersey, Unk. It's over. You do a lot.
That's kind of insulting. Why would you say that to an older gentleman? He can do whatever the hell he wants. I don't know why you're bringing age into this, but let's go.
A lot of yapping about games you don't like for a guy that still hasn't put out the game he was supposed to put out. Yes, this 60-something-year-old man got money out of the people that supported him. He raised money to make a game and never released it. So you're
agreed. Agreed. I agree with you. He needs to make that game. You got fucking Star Citizen over here making billions of dollars and the game still hasn't released back in 2012. Grums is like 8+ years. I agree with you.
We're talking about all these games that are woke and DEI and shit, dog. At least they came out. Seems to me you need to be spending a little bit less time on Twitter and a little bit more time getting to work with your bitch ass. Ghost of Yote might be woke. It might have a woman protagonist. At least it didn't fucking scam
Nobody cares about the woman protagonist, but I agree with them.
me. If a game is ass, I will
Have
be
a good
the
one,
first
Raymer.
one to tell you. But
Empress.
criticize the game off real criticism points. Why are we
Love you.
immediately acting like a game is dead on arrival because it has a woman main character? Dog.
Nobody cares if it's a woman, dude. Again, nobody fucking cares if it's a woman. If we're talking about Yote, we wanted more Jin Sakai. That's literally it. Everybody's talking about the exploration of Yote. Nobody's talking about the story of Yote because nobody fucking believes it and cares. Last time I checked, Atsu got stabbed in the shoulder as a little 14 or 13-year-old. And all she did was go, "Ooh!" That's it. She's like, oh, my family's dead. Oh, I'm all alone. I'm just a little girl. Oh, man. And then this one warlord-looking bandit stabs her in the shoulder, and she goes, ah. And I was like, That's it? You're a little girl and... I'll show you. I'll show you. There it is.
Little wolf.
I took that like a champ. And I'm like, you're literally 12, 13, 14 years old, and you get stabbed in the shoulder. Your family is dead. Everything is burning. And you go, what again? How's that for realism?
You stink. I can smell you. These people don't care about you. They don't care about video games. They care.
We do. We do. Much like you don't care about Marvel, you don't really care about the thought we put into these videos. You don't care about the about what we check when it comes to these video game developers and journalists. You said constantly, time and time again, in each and every one of these points that you've said, and said, what are you guys talking about? But you don't do the fucking math, and you don't do the fucking actual work to look into what we're talking about, except you see people gooning, and you're just like, this is the perfect example of why people don't like you, is because you treat people like you're their, like you're trying to be a fucking mother or some shit. Game developers, publishers, and game journalists have been treating us like they're our parents or something, like they're our mother or something. Sorry, you can't look at the beautiful woman. You're a gooner. We don't want fucking parents from the gaming industry. We want you to make a good game that's for us, so that you can succeed. We don't care either way. We don't really necessarily care whether or not you make money or not. All we care about is our enjoyment, and then we'll pay for the said thing. It's called capitalism, baby. Wake the fuck up. We don't really care about these individuals. Some people are going to say like, well, I like these developers, or I like these developers. You know, I understand that. But each and every one of these game developers, they do not care too much about me, and I don't care about them. All I care about is my fucking enjoyment. I have lived a good life, like finally figuring that shit out. Is that if you try to live this life like everybody is supposed to like you, then you're gonna get individuals like this, because we're looking at him saying, nigga, we don't like you, and the majority of people agree. We don't like you. We don't like people that try to mommy us. We just want good video games with attractive characters, and that pisses you the fuck off because we're the fucking majority, and all of you are about to be out. About to be out. Or at least fucking minimized. Yeah, you could say whatever you want on YouTube. You could say whatever you want on Twitter. But we're just gonna go like, look at this fucking gay dude. That's what we're gonna do. So,
about money, and all they want to do is make you mad so they can make money off your reaction. If you find yourself agreeing with the way these people think at all, I implore you, please look inward. Find Jesus.
Please don't mention Jesus after you've just been creepy about calling Vera an angel, and then saying at the end of the day, I just hate these people. Please don't bring Jesus into this, okay? Because you're not going to find him in this sort of conversation. Please, for the love of God. Please don't. You said at the end of the day, I just hate them. Also, I'm gonna call Vera a sweet angel because I'm fucking weirdo. I'm a fucking weirdo. It's like, oh, I disagree with Vera, but I'm gonna call her a sweet angel, like a fucking weirdo, little creep.
It's in.
Also, I don't understand the any of these you know, sort of complex sort of you know, questions that they have about the gaming industry. But at the end of the day, I hate them. Don't bring Jesus into them. How about you look inward?
Such bad.
By the way, you brought up Mystique and you said you brought up Mystique and you thought, oh shit, yeah, that's the Mystique that I want. The one with the fucking man face and the fucking blocky ass fucking Minecraft shoulders. That's the one that you said you liked. I brought up like 5 pictures of Mystique that was way better than what you showed. I brought up an OG 90s like fucking comic of Mystique. And that wasn't for you. You said, I want the manly fucking Mystique. Woo! I like that dick. That's what you said.
Bad taste, and a lot of it is just lies and bullshit. And also, one thing I want to say to my young men, fellas, just because it's coming from a woman, you feel me?
Please don't. Please don't. I appreciate that. Please stop pretending. Stop pretending. Just stop. Yeah, don't like it. 11,000 likes and 16,000 dislikes. This dude probably liked the sequel trilogy to Star Wars and cried when it flopped. Dude's a Karen in disguise. Men and women like attractive characters in their escapism. Go figure. Anyone who disagrees with me is a grifter. Anyone who disagrees with my shit opinion is a grifter. Woke lost its meaning. Meanwhile, this person doesn't agree with me. That means grifter. There is a reason why Chinese developers make all their characters in the games attractive, and this is because attractive people sell well. Also, monkey. Bro thought he was still in 2016 when he hit record. Being a grifter yourself and calling other grifters is a crazy damn. That's what I agree with. Bro, the 1 million sold for Ghost of Yote came from a tweet of a nobody that every game's media circle jerked from each other until you could not find the original source. Damn. All I heard was grifter, grifting, something, grifting, and then validation. Newsflash, you aren't the normal ones. You're stuck in an echo chamber, bro. Cry more, you don't even know what the word grifter means? Where did you learn the grift so hard? Uh-oh, brother, looks like this video made it outside your echo chamber. I love my modern slot games. Fix the title for you. Yeah, you're not, yeah, that's, we got somebody with an anime picture. The person with the anime picture is probably gonna agree with you. I love how you failed to mention what the Ghost of Yote developers said after Charlie Kirk's death. Never mind. Yeah, that's it. Never mind.